Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you here with me today and to celebrate drawing and hopefully inspire folks to pick up a pen or a pencil maybe and make some marks. I'm going to start with a reading today from one of my very, very favorite books on sketching, Sketching in Nature by Kathy Johnson. It always relaxes me to do this and gets me gets me going here. This is learning to observe. Learning to observe. With a field journal, you can sharpen your powers of observation, focus your mind like sunlight falling through a magnifying glass. When I stop and take the time to sketch, whether the field marks an unfamiliar bird in flight or the spring-loaded details of a jewelweed seed capsule, I can see beyond the surface. I notice things I would never see as I walk by in a hurry to get from here to there. Not even with my camera can I capture the wheels within wheels as when I stop and begin a careful field sketch. If a flower catches my eye, I can get it down on paper and its leaves and their shape and surface characteristics. I can notice what is eating those leaves, and if it has left its eggs in a honeycomb pattern on the back or sewn them into silken comforter in an origami fold. I can sketch pistils and stamens and what creatures may visit for the nectar, carrying the bright pollen as a gift. I can look for unopened buds and wilted flowers and the forming of seed cases. And I can look inside to the seeds and wonder how they are dispersed by air, by birds or animals, or by jet propulsion, just like that jewelweed. I can pass an afternoon or a week with a single flower. It could become a lifetime study. And I love this. I think it applies to any kind of drawing or sketching. She's referring to field sketching, but I think it applies across the board. And then I have one more. This is from Robert Henri's The Art Spirit. Let's see, where did I put that? I had it. Here it is. Some people study hard for a time and then they graduate and sink back into the little they have learned. There are many kinds of study. Those whose study is of the real and rare kind get the habit. They can't throw it off. It's too good. They go on studying all their lives and they have wonderful lives. And I have had a wonderful life. I have a wonderful life as an artist, and it's amazing. And I get to really drench myself in art and in the study of it. And a lot of that is because of my mom. And today it would have been my mom's 87th birthday. She passed away just about a year ago. A couple weeks after her 87th birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. I really love you. Thank you. I got a lovely announcement. My piece, Orange Cup, was, which is very creatively named. Can we put that let's that one up. Yeah, was accepted into the IAP's Fall Web Show. So I get one more point towards my eminent pastella, so that's really cool. I'm really honored to be in that show. There's so many beautiful pieces, so go to their website and check it out. So it's really fun to see all the work. So there's the Master Circle division and the Open division. So check it out. And I, first of all, just wanted to share a little bit about the drawing workshop. I am so amazed by the already hundreds of students that are participating in the drawing workshop and what they've already accomplished. It's really, really inspiring to me. And I wanted to share a few of the comments that we've had about the drawing workshop. So it's really cool. So I won't use names. I won't mention any names. Okay, here's my version of Santa Fe, loving this class. The demo, and the next one, the demo that got me hooked on Marla's class, doing exercises and planning on doing doodle assignment all about the lake that I live on. Husband cannot believe I am working this fast. Thank you, Marla. You are changing my artistic life. I've been painting for over 50 years, and this is a game changer. What a good instructor you are. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Hey friends, I did this sketch that I have to say I was not very attracted to because I couldn't understand what was happening in the photo. She's working from one of the demos. But then I forced myself to simplify and go from one shape to another. The car was very difficult, but hey, I haven't done more than a handful of them in my life. But I'm happy with the results and just going to practice more. And another one, just started this workshop and it gave me the strategy to attempt this scene in my studio. I like it. It was my first attempt. I don't think I would have tried it because it seemed too challenging. I'm looking forward to getting more practice as I continue watching Marla. Next, I was struggling for a while. I was drawing in pencil and doing a lot of erasing. Reading the directions really helped. Thank you, Marla, for this amazing class. It could be a great book. Thank you. And then finally, some practice assignments. I made 2 of them into oil paintings. It's my dream and my heart's desire to be able to draw anything that I can possibly imagine. Thanks, Marla. You are a genius. I don't know about that. And an amazing person. You are a gem. So great. It's so really cool. People are just doing amazing stuff. So I think that we should go ahead and show the little details about the workshop. Have you ever walked into a beautiful space, maybe a cozy cafe in Paris or your own sunlit living room, and wished you could capture that feeling on paper? Today, I'm thrilled to share my online workshop, Drawing Inside and Out, where I'll teach you the 3 fundamental secrets that give you the complete set of skills to sketch anywhere. Whether you're inside, sipping your favorite beverage at a local coffee shop, or outside, capturing a bustling street corner. After decades as an artist, I could draw, but I kept hitting limits that held me back. Then a breakthrough moment in Italy changed everything. I suddenly understood how things fit together in spaces. 3 simple concepts, when combined in the right sequence, busted open those barriers and revealed endless creative possibilities. Together, they unlock the key to truly seeing how every element in a space relates to everything else. I'll show you how to unlock these secrets in combination. Through over 30 video lessons and demonstrations, we'll sketch together in Italian piazzas, cozy coffee shops, neighborhood streets, and quiet garden spaces. You'll see me tackle everything from bustling street scenes with cars and people to an intimate living room corner and a local waterfront park. But here's what really matters. This isn't just about technique. When you sit down to draw and apply these secrets, you enter a deeply meditative state. The mental chatter quiets. You become completely present, truly seeing the world around you. Each sketch becomes its own meditation. It's transformative. And the best part, this is for everyone, young or old, beginner or advanced. If you can draw a rectangle, find a horizontal line, and decide how big something is, you can do this. With lifetime access to over 16 hours of video instruction, you can learn at your own pace and revisit the lessons whenever you need them. Plus, you'll join a supportive community of sketchers who share your passion. Imagine being able to pull out your sketchbook anywhere, at your local coffee shop, a vacation spot, even your office cubicle, and confidently capturing what you see. No more creative limitations, just pure presence and possibilities. Now I look at every space as an opportunity, every view as a potential sketch, and each drawing session as a chance to quiet my mind and truly see. I want to share that freedom with you. Ready to transform your sketching? Join me in drawing inside and out and discover how 3 simple secrets can unlock a lifetime of creative possibilities. Let's start sketching together. All right, yeah, it's really, really cool. So check it out. And I'm going to put those principles to play here today. The principles in the workshop really literally changed my trajectory as an artist. I have way more confidence, ease, and I'm just having a lot more fun when I'm out sketching. And I last week I went to Bend, Oregon, which is one of my favorite places, on a little painting and sketching sojourn. And at one point I was sitting down doing some sketching, and honestly, I found myself struggling, and I literally realized that I wasn't following the ideas that I had put forth in this workshop. And the moment that I went back and was like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, this, and this, I went back on track. And so I know this workshop is not just it's not a beginner's workshop. Beginners are going to be able to now tackle even complex scenes. It's not it's not just for advanced people either. It is for advanced people because I need it. I need this workshop. And it's really transformed my artistic practice across everything that I'm doing. I recently also went, I get to do beauty as a living. It's amazing. But I recently went to Kauai. Can we go to top down maybe? Yeah. And did some little watercolor studies while I was there. I didn't do as much painting as I thought. I did kind of relax, but I also did some sketching. And this kind of thing, it's pretty simple, but I in the past I wouldn't have gotten the scale just so. And I also this is Little Fish Coffee Shop on Kauai, and this kind of thing, it's a plein air sketch. It's loose, it's quick, and I remember when I was sitting there, it's very windy and a lot's going on there, lots of people. And I wouldn't have done that before. I wouldn't have had the confidence. I would have been self-conscious about doing something like this in public, even though I'm, a professional artist and I've been doing it a really long time. I still have, that little thing inside me that I don't want to show my work in public. But I just can do it. I really can do it. It was amazing. And this one, again, just getting the scale. The thing about the palm trees that I find is so beautiful and amazing is their height, their scale. They're so tall. And in the past, I would have gotten the building too big. And now I know how to get it all in the right, coordinate it all. And this was the last day. I went to the McBride Garden. And again, getting the scale. It's so it's putting these keys that I've been taught over time, some principles, but no one ever showed me how to put them together in a sequence, in a way that really allowed me to accomplish do a whole scene, whether it be interior, exterior. I could kind of do bits and pieces. I could draw objects, but I couldn't put them in situ. And so now it's really changed everything for me. And then I've also tried to take advantage of the beautiful fall weather that we've had here in Oregon lately. And so I went out doing some plein air painting, which again, another kind of challenging thing for me to do. Plein air, it's not been my thing. I've really considered myself a studio painter. And now it was pretty easy because I did sketches. I went out and figured it out and did sketches. So it's so fun, just so much joy and fun doing it. And let's show the other scene. Oh, we got all four. Oh, okay, great, cool. Yeah, and here the little painting. So this is the one. It turned out really fun. It's a field sketch, but I really like how it really captured the feeling of the day. And so did the other one, I think. Really like them. They're just kind of fresh and easy and fun. So yeah, so everything, this putting together this workshop, I feel like I did it for myself as much as I did it for everybody else, but hopefully everybody else is getting as much from it as I have. It's been amazing. Okay, enough of that. Enough of talk. Let's get some drawing done. Now, my idea for this drawing today is not to necessarily get a absolutely realistic representation of the scene. It's a beautiful scene, the Deschutes River, and this is from the Mill District. This is where I stayed while I was there. It's a really fun area to stay in. Lots of restaurants and galleries and shops and such, and of course a beautiful view of the river. So my idea is to capture a bit of that sort of excitement and energy more than necessarily a realistic scene, though it'll probably look a little bit like that place. I'd rather be out there painting on site, but this is the next best thing, to be here drawing for you, so that's cool. I got a little start on where I want to be on this, and in the workshop I'll show you exactly how I get from here to there. But here we just don't have time to do the whole thing. So I'm going to be using some markers and some pen and pencil and probably a little bit of gouache to finish up. And this is toned paper. I think this is I think it's this one is Strathmore. I like working on toned paper. It's fun. And there it does show through a little bit. Let's see, I want to see if I can. Yeah, I didn't put, that's okay. I'm not going to take this all apart. But normally speaking, this piece of paper would go right under this sheet so that I don't get the bleed through, because the markers do bleed through a little bit. I use these chart pack markers. I like them. They are, alcohol based, so they do smell a little bit. I'm an art supply nerd, and I love the smell and everything about it. I just do. I'm sorry. I love oil paint. I love everything. So some people this bothers them. So then you need to source some markers that don't have that odor. But I don't mind it. I also like the chart pack because the labeling is really clear on them, and the caps are easy to come off, which is good and bad. The caps easily coming off is good and bad, but I like these. So that's about that. Let's get started. I'm going to get started drawing. A little bit of a sketch. Now the main thing here that I want in this is to get the big shapes. I'm not gonna- Right. I'm putting a goose in here. See that? There were geese at the. I love the geese. Some people don't like them. Think they're kind of pesky, but I love them. These, I'm going to leave those because I'm going to get those in later. That looks good. Now, come in. Now, this is pretty fun. Sometimes when I'm painting and sketching for you guys, I feel a little guilty because I feel like I'm getting to have all the fun, honestly. It feels like that. Today it does. It feels like that. I feel like it's not fair. So get the drawing workshop so you can have some of the fun. I'm just crazy now. I can't go anywhere without my sketchbook. It just drives me nuts now. If I forget it, or if I've moved it for some reason because I've, you know, switched things up or whatever, or moved things around. Like the last week when I was getting ready to go to Bend, I had scooched things around a bit, and I went out one day without my drawing stuff, and I felt weird. So this is a kind of fun drawing because it's got some cool detail to it, and that nature stuff. It's got that mix of nature and the man-made elements. Which I think makes for interesting drawing. I want to keep this fairly loose. So I see. I'm not trying to do it architecturally, you know, absolutely accurate. I want my drawings to be convincing. I'm prioritizing energy and emotion and that the feeling of place over 100% accuracy. So sometimes they come and have a little bit of a stylized look because of that, and I think that is totally cool. It is with me. All right, I'm going to get back in here and get some of these other elements that are maybe in the... Okay, when I'm planning back here for these, that's the hotel and some foliage, is using some pencil. So that is going to be not as it's going to be lighter in value. my plan. I think I'm gonna come, I think I want to get some of this a little darker now. This. These rocks are underneath, so they can be a little darker. That looks good. So I'm not measuring, I'm not, I'm not getting exact perspective. Again, I'm looking for convincing and energy over 100% accuracy. As long as I have these kind of principles, it all can work together. Cool. Now, get some. Oh, that's too dark. Gotta keep track of what markers I'm using. Get this. Come back to that. Now I'm going to switch to pencil. If I can find where I put it. Ah, I put it on the floor. That's where I put it. I did that on purpose. Okay, now I get to come up here and get this. I want that to be darker in value and this be lighter in value because it's more distant. There's some foliage sticking up here. Okay, that looks cool. So now I'm going to do some fun stuff here now. I have in mind to do some things in the sky with gouache, and I'm going to get some kind of cloud shapes in here. I'm also planning on putting some color in those flags. So I'm going to get some gouache. So I've got a little bit of gouache. And I've got a couple different colors. I've got red, I've got yellow, I've got white, I've got blue. I don't know that I'm going to use the blue. I think it would look really cool if it had the white and the yellow and the red. And that's it. I could decide about the blue later, but that was my initial idea. So we'll see. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. This gouache is not brand new, so right out of the tube. So see if we can. I should get some tape so it stays put. Does it sound better? This one bound. Is this mic? We switched mics. What? This one sound a little bit better? All right. Oh boy. Okay. I just think this is going to look pretty cool. It's not going to be super opaque. To get it really opaque, I have to come in and I think that one should be here. All right, let's get these, this one. Here, and I think then there's it's pretty fun. Okay. It just gives me a sense. I really want some better gouache. Let's see, do I have any gouache sitting around? Oh, do I? It's most opaque when you can get it right out of the tube. Yeah. Take too long. I'm being impatient. Oops, not what I wanted. Well, yeah, this is starting to be kind of fun. Oops, now I need to do this. Right? And I think I also think this is just colored pencil. I'm not super happy with the clouds just because I got impatient with the gouache because it isn't super opaque. But I think it kind of gives the idea. I'm going to get some yellow. Let's see if I can get that yellow going. You have some yellow gouache. What I'm going to do. Of course, it's not coming. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I had in mind just in terms of a color palette for the drawing. I think it looks cool. And to get that in the water, that's neat. And then, let's see. I'm gonna get a little darker. Gives it a little pop. And this is the goose. We have to have the goose. Even if it's just a it's super fun. A little more playful indication of the foliage back here. Not quite enough with the pencil line. Now I get to go back and just kind of emphasize a few things that I want in the drawing. And I also think it would be super fun to, where did I put the pencil? It's got these lights that are hanging along here. It's smaller. I'm running out of time, so I think I'll do a couple things here. So notice those of you that are doing the drawing workshop know that I'll use a Sharpie to emphasize some lines. And I haven't really done that here. And I just kind of wanted it to have a little bit more delicate feel to it. So I haven't really pulled out the Sharpie line so much for this one. It just, I just kind of envision it in a little bit, with a little bit different look to it stylistically. Still get a little bit stronger in some areas with the line, but sometimes the Sharpie can be a bit much. And the Sharpie can also give it a little bit of a animation kind of look to it, which I like. Some of these grasses right here in the foreground. It's nice. It might look cool with some blue sky in this one. I could try it with some colored pencil later. Finish it off. I think I want this other one to. Oh, this orange is pretty good, huh? That's good. It's so nice to be able to do something like this when you've visited a place. And just, I did do some sketching while I was at the mill. There's a really cool, right, if you're sitting right over here on this patio, there's this really cool sculpture right here. And I did draw that. I didn't finish the drawing. It got really hot. And I was tired. It was the end of a long day. But just so great to be in a place and you just see things totally differently when you're drawing. You get to really, really see a place. It's just different. Okay. I think I'm gonna call this one good before I go too far on it, which I'm definitely apt to do. One last thing is I want to make a little bounding box around the edge with a Sharpie. Do I have a Sharpie? Where? Oh, here it is. Thank you, Bryce. Bryce keeps me all together. I wish I would have remembered that that was sitting there.
Put too much Sharpie on it.
I know I might have gone too heavy, and I didn't want to. I definitely wanted to keep away from the Sharpie on this one. Just give it a little. It's always just kind of finishes it out. This one might be nice to put a little title, put a little, some notes. Great. All right. I think that turned out pretty cool. And today is 10/10, my mom's birthday. That's good. So what's kind of cool is yesterday, my neighborhood is Oak Grove, Oregon, and they just opened. My mom was a library administrator. And it's so kind of sad she didn't get to see, but they just opened a new library. The Oak Grove Library opened on Monday, and I went there yesterday, and it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. So she would have been super happy. Okay, that is it for today. Coming up, for those of you, let's show people what we're doing next. We are doing a super stream lesson for the monthly pastel painters, and we'll be concentrating on thumbnail sketching. I'm going to go through really some nitty gritty of doing thumbnails, and we're going to talk about dynamic symmetry. And they get a super stream, a 2-hour live stream that includes a 1 hour of a focused lesson and 1 hour of critiques. And they also get 2 full hours of critiques as part of their, so they get the super stream and 1 hour of critiques plus 2 more hours of critiques every month. So yeah, it's cool. So we'll see you guys.
You want a couple questions?
Oh yeah, questions. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Let's go for it.
All right. So the chart pack markers, they're numbered in accordance to value scale.
Yes, and they come in warm, cool, and neutral grays, and colors, but I don't get the colors. Yeah.
The gouache, how long does it stay in your little pill container in your kit, the single?
It'll you can reconstitute it. It just isn't as juicy and like pliable and thick when it's been sitting in that container. But it'll it'll stay there. It's like watercolor. Yeah.
Okay. Are the ink Zal lighter than a Sharpie? Ink Zal markers?
Inksol. I'm not familiar with Inksol.
Okay. And then last, when do you choose toned tanned background versus a white?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. The toned, it's just kind of a, a lot of times it's kind of a spontaneous thing. For me, um, a lot of it has to do, what's the sketchbook that I'm carrying around with me? And what am I currently working in? And I will adapt my sketch to the sketchbook that I've got in my backpack. So if I've, I kind of bounce between the just a white paper and a toned sketchbook. So currently, this is the sketchbook that I'm working through right now. It happens to be toned, but I think the next one will be white. I do really, really enjoy just the white paper. I really love it. So yeah, so be sure to check out the drawing workshop if you haven't already. Those of you that are doing it, kudos. I mean, that is so awesome. I am loving seeing everything that everybody's doing. It's amazing, really, really inspiring, and makes me remember that I'm supposed to be doing those things. Yeah, it's really, really good. So yeah, it's not just for beginners. But what's cool about it is beginners, if you just really just follow those things, you can pretty much, it's not rocket science. You just get better and better, and you can just, as a more advanced student, you can just kind of go deeper, richer, cooler. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here today. I really enjoyed it. Almost like being there. Okay. See you.